What's going on, you guys? Hope everybody can hear me. I think I got my original setup back right.
Stop the cap.
Hold up, let me see.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, okay.
Beta.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? We're gonna talk some boxing. What's going on with boxing? Yeah, I had a lot of things happen this week. Quite a few things happened this week. Hit that like button for your boy. We already getting some people up in the building. Yeah. Hit the number one if you hear me. Right? I gotta make sure my mic working. What's going on, everybody? We got a lot of shit to talk about today. What's going on, Q the God? Y'all go subscribe to Q the God, the lost art of boxing. What's good, Jose Diaz, bro? I see you in the building. Hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, we gonna get this thing going. I got some special guests that hopefully they can stop in. You know, got some special guests, some OGs gonna come in here and give their thoughts. Right? Let me see. Okay. Think I got everything cracking back over here. Okay, y'all can hear me. All right, bet. Good. All right, yeah. So first things first, man. We got this fight tomorrow between Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr. Now we didn't really get to talk about it too much, but it's a pretty important fight, right? It's an important fight and it's a really interesting fight. Um, Joe Smith has a chance, but and I like Joe Smith. I would like him to win. I like those type of fighters. He's a construction worker, blue collar guy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Beterbiev was like a machine. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to say. Hold up, I'm trying to get some stuff going over here. It's kind of hard to say, man. Somebody's getting beat up. I know that. Hold up. What's up, Kieron Johnson? I see you in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna send a link out in a second, man. I'm gonna get your thoughts, man. You had a good question earlier, and I want you to bless the audience with your question, right? Jamel Charlo's being forced to fight two mandatories. We're gonna talk about everything that happened this week. Is Keith Thurman and Jerron Ennis? Is this a real thing with Keith Thurman and Jerron Ennis? I'm not sure. But we got Joe Smith, Arthur Beterbiev tomorrow. Should be a good fight. Somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's getting knocked out. Somebody's gonna get beat up. I'm not sure who. I'm rooting for Joe, and I like Beterbiev too, but I'm rooting for Joe because he's the underdog. But Beterbiev is a machine, man. He's a machine. Seeing what he did to Marcus Brown, he just overwhelms guys. They can't deal with his pressure. He's going to keep coming forward. He don't care what you're doing. He don't care what you got. He don't care how hard you hitting him. You may even drop him, but he's going to get up and keep coming. So Joe Smith knows what he's getting into, and Joe Smith, to his credit, he could punch. He got some good reach to him. He got a good output. He better make sure he's in good shape. So yeah, it should be a really good fight tomorrow night. Between these two guys, man, and be another unification fight in the sport of boxing. And like I said before, 2022 is shaping up to be one of the best years in boxing in a long, long time. You said Beterbiev. So who you guys got in this fight? Because we're going to keep it moving because we got a lot to discuss, man. We got a lot to unpack. But who you guys got, man? Beterbiev or Joe Smith? Yeah, Beterbiev got KO power and with his arm punches, bro. Yeah. Q the guy says this is the best card in the last month ever. Arrow, bro. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a good card, dude. I think. Wait, Abraham Nova fighting Rebezi. I didn't see the full card, but it looked like it's a pretty solid card based off what I've seen. Actually, I need to send some links out based off what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be tuning in tomorrow night. Boxing's been pretty good, man. Boxing's been excuse me. Boxing's been pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Jose Benavidez. Okay. Yeah, he got a fight with Danny Garcia coming up next month. Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez. That should be an interesting fight, man. I've been wanting to see um, opponents of Terrence Crawford faces somebody else in the division, right? Like a Danny or somebody. Because, it's been, these guys are bums and shit, right? The Benavidez's, the Horns. Um, all these guys are bums, Jeff Horn. Everybody's a bum. So I want to see Benavidez and Danny Garcia. But of course, if Benavidez beats Danny, well, Danny wasn't the same. You see what they're doing with him now with the Sean Porter shit. That Porter fight. Kenny Porter really did Crawford a disservice by pulling the plug when he did. You know what I'm saying? By pulling the plug when he did. Let me send a link out because I got a panel coming in. Salute the Boxing Jams for the super chat. Man, that ain't working. Yeah, well, my cash register ain't working, but yeah, thank you, bro. And y'all go subscribe to Boxing Jams, one of the best breakdown highlight channels in the boxing community. Yeah, Bruce Carrington fighting. Yeah, he's nice, man. It's gonna be a nice card, man. Top Rank been really putting out. You know what I'm saying? They've been really putting out, and they've been really consistent with boxing, man. It's been really good. It's been really good. Yeah, Kenny Porter saved his son's life, but at the same time, that really did Crawford a disservice because now that's all I've been hearing for like the past few days is that Sean Porter wasn't shit. Sean Porter wasn't shit. He was on his way out. And all that. So we got Haney versus Kambosos too, right? Shit, man. Do we really want to see that right now? Haney versus Kambosos too. I guess we got to sit through it. You know what I'm saying? Sit through it. Devin, I want Devin to knock him out this time, right? I want Devin to go out there and get the job done. George Kambosos said that he believes he can beat Devin Haney. He needs to show and tell. I don't think he can beat Devin Haney. I don't think there's nothing that he can do that Devin hasn't seen before, and I don't think there's anything that he can do that can really beat Devin Haney. And I'm one of the guys that like to give a guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? But based off what we saw, man, he couldn't hit Devin even when he tried, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had every advantage. He was trying to play mind games. Nothing worked against Devin the Dream Haney. So yeah, it's just I don't know. We're gonna see what Bob decides to do. Bob will figure out something to get him out of that shit or something more. I don't know. Maybe Kambosos got a lot of money on the table for that fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? He says, got to get Kambosos out the way. Yeah, man. I'm about to send a link out. Yeah, got to get Kambosos out the way, man. Got to get him out the way. You know what I'm saying? But Kambosos probably getting like another $10 million payday or some shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Lou DiBella really rigged up his contract nice, man. Yeah, you ain't lying, Q to God. This card got to make up for that Puerto Rican card last week. That card was horrible, bro. That card was horrible. Not to mention the biter. You know what I'm saying? Berlanga the biter. Not to mention him, bro. Like what are we doing? But nah, Top Rank been putting out. They've been pretty consistent for the most part, except for that last card. That last card was pretty weak, man. But other than that, man, they've been doing all right. They've been doing all right. Okay, well, I think we got somebody coming in the building. Yep, Mr. Johnson in the building. What's going on?
Slow motion. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. Trying to beat this heat wave. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Joe Smith fight tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Who you got?
I like Joe. He stands there to get hit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if Joe can move around him, make him work harder than he has. Because the last fight, boy seemed starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
He just stood there and allowed Beterbiev to tee off on him.
Yep.
I don't see Joe doing that.
Nah, Joe's gonna fight. Joe gonna fight his ass off too. Unless he's in a situation to where Beterbiev just freezes him up, man.
Yeah, we gonna see. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it should be a good fight. Or hopefully it'll be a good fight.
Right.
Now, me and you was rapping a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem with Haney and Charlo having mandatories, and Canelo don't have one till next year, if then.
Oh yeah, you got a point. You're right. Yeah, you see how they forcing all these mandatories on certain guys, but guess who ain't had a fight in the mandatory? Canelo Alvarez.
Matter of fact, I don't think he's ever fought a mandatory.
Avery Uterman, but that was a requested mandatory. He requested to fight that guy. But I guess
Right.
they considered it a mandatory.
So that's not really mandatory if you ask for it, right?
Right.
A mandatory is won by somebody that they making you fight.
Mm-hmm.
He never had to do it at 54 or 60. Now at 168.
They're not about to make him do it, bro. They're not. He's too valuable. He brings too much money to the sport, man. And he's one of the few fighters that could probably just sit there and hold all those belts and pay all them sanction fees with no problems.
And that's why he need to lose again. Although I don't think a Triple G can do it. Seriously, you got to knock him off that pedestal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you look at it, right? Haney and Charlo just got undisputed, in the last 30 days?
Yep.
And both of them got mandatories. He been, undisputed since last year, and still ain't nobody saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And Mauricio Suleiman said, he ain't never got to fight Benavidez. All right, so if you ain't gonna make him, and he ain't gonna take 55 mil, how do we get those fights?
Canelo got to choose you.
No, he got it. He got to lose again. He got to come down off that pedestal a little more.
Man, you ain't lying, man. I mean, it's Triple G that got to do it.
No, Bivens the one to do it. I think a couple of them boys at 168 can do it. I really believe that Andrade, Charlo, and Benavidez will give him a tough run, if not beating.
Yeah, Canelo, I don't know, man. I think Canelo's on a decline, man.
I mean, the thing is this, right? If you ever watch Andrade, fight,
Mm-hmm.
he would have a hell of a reach over, Canelo. And he's not going to stand there and let Canelo hit him back.
No, he's not.
So he would just outbox him.
Mm-hmm.
The other two, I think they can get him slugging.
Now, what about Jamal Charlo?
I think Maul can get him. We've seen Maul hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've never really seen him dazed.
Nah, Jamal Charlo got that fucking iron in, bro.
So, therefore, I think he can stand, in the trenches with Canelo. Although that's not the way to beat him. The way to beat him is just like Bibble did.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Just boxing.
Yep.
Now, we was talking about one other thing, right? And you did a post on it, and I just got finished watching that post about, his Crawford's plan B.
Mm-hmm.
Crawford's plan B gonna need a plan C.
Why you say that? Explain why you say that.
Well, with Charlo having two mandatories, right?
Y'all hit that like button.
The WBO and the IBF, he's gonna fight one of them. And if he fight both of them, how does Crawford get in there?
Well,
they're not gonna make him fight two mandatories back to back.
Well, Crawford is the super champion.
It would still be a mandatory fight, though.
I mean, but I'm not sure if that steps over a mandatory. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. You know how they change the rules, but Crawford is able to go up and fight Jamal Charlo if he really wants to.
Yeah, but he got people in front of him.
Yeah, he do.
Now, if he had Bob still with him, he might be able to pull that off. Well, but with no promoter, I don't see that happening.
Now, what if he used Floyd? Floyd got pulled.
Well, Floyd don't really have a relationship with a WBO.
Yeah, he more of a WBA guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, no matter how you look at it, they trying to get him to fight Tim Tszyu next.
Nah, they got to fight Bakram. Some dude named IBF said they first.
Well, the thing is, that's true, but I don't know. WBO just mandated.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say, man.
Right.
But the problem is, Jamal Charlo is being forced to immediately deal with mandatory obligations.
Not even 30 days after winning the belt.
Yeah, they did the same thing to Crawford when he became undisputed, man. They was knocking on his door quick.
Well, no, the thing with Crawford was that fight was already supposed to have been set up.
What the
Just like the Cantrell fight was already set up with Josh. You dig what I'm saying?
no, Crawford wasn't planning on fighting no Lipinets.
No, that's what I'm saying though. The way Ndongo was able to do it, you know what I mean? Whoever won was supposed to fight Lipinets.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
What happened was right after he won, Crawford gave up the belt and moved up. He never defended him against nobody.
Yeah. He was planning on moving up anyway. He was coming after Keith Thurman and Spence.
And I don't know about it. He was coming after Horn.
He said, get up out of here.
Listen, the thing is this, right? He was coming after Horn because Horn only had a 2-fight deal with Bob. So Bob had to get him in place before somebody else fought Horn. Because after that deal was over, Horn could go fight somebody on PBC if he chose to. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Crawford got that fight right away.
Yeah, he got right into a title shot with the Jeff Horn.
Right, because Bob set it up that way.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Moving from 147 to 154, he don't have Bob to pull them strings.
Well, he gonna have to deal with Al.
He ain't trying to deal with Al. Because the thing is this, right? All right, if he was trying to deal with Al, the day his contract was over, he would have went and sat down and talked to him and try to make a deal. Now, from what we see,
now, how do we know that he didn't try to make a deal? See, that's the thing. We don't know those details as far as what Crawford is like. As far as like, what is he doing? Is he with Kinahan? Is he like we don't know?
Well, nobody's with Kinahan.
Yeah.
Kinahan is a done deal. Mm-hmm. You can mess with Kinahan if you want. You'll wind up in court.
Nah, I don't think he fool around with that guy.
Nah. Well, he was assigned to him as advisor. And I read that. You know what I mean? And from what I understand, that was what that Dubai trip was about.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, that's what they were saying. They were saying that that's what it was about. I mean, it could possibly be, bro. It could be why he was in Dubai. I mean,
right, but Kinahan is a done deal now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's done.
So that whole organization is on ice, if I remember correctly from reading about it.
Oh yeah. But they ain't messing with the boxers like that. They're not messing with the boxers because Fury was right in bed with the guy, and they ain't do nothing with him. So they're not about to mess with these boxers, man.
Right. So this was the question. All right. If Crawford, don't make the Spence fight and can't get the Charlo fight, what's next? Because Josh Taylor ain't moving up. That he don't even talk about that no more.
Shit. If he don't get the Charlo or Spence fight, that's not gonna be good. He may have to fight Virgil Ortiz or somebody.
Ooh. Now the thing is with that, are they gonna pay him what he wants?
Yeah, Crawford gonna want to get paid.
Right.
Maybe if they really want to put Virgil in it, I think Oscar would.
No, Oscar don't want to put Virgil in there right now. Well, Virgil's coming off an injury. He got a fight lined up.
Yeah, he's fighting McKinney.
And see, and that's the thing too. If Crawford don't make the Spence fight, he ain't gonna have a fight this year.
I mean, the Spence fight gotta happen. Spence sake. Is Spence going to have to deal with Troy Ennis? Do he want to have to deal with that?
No, because listen, he still got standing illness on the standby. The WBA want that fight. They want that belt, united.
The IBF once their mandatory obligations fulfilled, bro. Believe that. He hasn't.
Well, the thing is, now listen, right? He hasn't fought a mandatory since Ocampo, right?
Yeah.
But the WBA allowed that Ugas Spence fight to happen with the understanding that Stanionis was going to get the winner.
Mm-hmm.
That's still in play. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it really depends on what happens with the Crawford fight. If he fight Boots or Stanionis,
Now,
he's gonna have to fight one or move up.
Now, do you think him talking about a plan B is a sign that things ain't going as smooth in negotiations?
And see, that's the thing, right? If they not, then I don't see the plan B going any smoother because you still got to deal with the same people, but now it's for less money.
Unless he get the sanction body involved.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying.
His belt is his leverage.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. His belt is his leverage. But with the WBO already mandating that them two fight, remember, they gave Charlo a time limit, 30 days, to negotiate with Tim Tszyu when they was going to trip him.
Yeah.
So if that's the ultimatum they gave him, I can't see them coming back and say, okay, well, now you just got to fight Crawford. No, Crawford got to get in line behind Tim Tszyu. They want Tim Tszyu to get that fight because he was supposed to have got it after the first Castano fight.
You think they'll make a fight, a Tim Tszyu fight over Crawford, a long-standing champion.
Well, see, the one thing Crawford ain't asking for that fight right now. They already pushing the Tim Tszyu Charlo fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to backtrack on that. Crawford will have to get in line.
Yeah, unless unless there was some type of step aside. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Unless there's some type of step aside involved. I don't really.
Okay, so who's going to pay Tim Tszyu to step aside so Crawford can get it? Crawford don't have a promoter.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's interesting to see how that might play out. I mean, maybe that supersedes the regular mandatory since he's already a champion. You know what I'm saying? Versus a guy who never even touched the belt. So maybe the like on some Usyk type shit. You know?
I mean, the thing is, right? If Crawford was already going to 154, that might be a reality. But he ain't even decided he want to go to 154, and they already trying to negotiate their fight.
No. But it really was just a question. He just said if the Spence fight doesn't happen, he got like another plan, and his plan was to go at the Jermell Charlo.
And what I'm saying is he can still do that, but it won't be Charlo first. It definitely won't be Charlo first. Because even if he get past Tim Tszyu, right, the IBF boy is right on his neck too. And that's what I'm saying. The WBO ain't gonna be able to get two fights off before somebody else get one.
Well, they may make Tim wait. I mean, Crawford ain't got that much time in the sport. They may make Tim wait over Crawford.
Why would they do that?
Because it's Terrence Crawford, and he's a guy that's been the face of that belt for some time now.
Okay, but he don't have a promoter.
I mean,
and Tim Tszyu has the right complexion.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think his regular mandatory status supersedes Crawford's champion status. I just don't see it.
Like I said, now if they were both applying for the fight at the same time, maybe.
But if you're looking at the comment section, everybody's saying that Crawford gets to skip the line because he's super champion. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't skip the line when they already mandated the fight, though. They already made these niggas negotiate.
Yeah, but they mandated the fight. But guess what? The IBF stepped in and said, no, you got to fight this guy. So, I mean.
So we got to see what happens.
Yeah.
Which one gets the fight first?
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, they said he signed a contract back in January. You know what I mean? But the IBF ain't say nothing. I guess they was going to let him, give him 60 days to rest or whatever, before they came at him. But the WBO didn't jump right in there and said, no, you got to fight him now.
Boxing Jam says it's more money to fight Crawford, which means larger sanction fees.
More money, okay, more money. How's it more money when he don't have a promoter? He still had to deal with WBC. I mean, with
Probably
PBC.
a bigger fight than Tim Tszyu, bro. Way bigger.
I'm not saying it's not a bigger fight, but who gonna pay for it?
And as a super champ, he doesn't have to wait in line. That's probably why Crawford's so adamant on fighting Jamel, because he knows that's a fight he's guaranteed to get, and it's a quick way for him to become undisputed while fighting a credible guy, rather than him running through a gauntlet again at 154. Crawford probably don't plan on being in boxing too much longer.
Right. Now, I'm saying that's possible, but being as though they already mandated that Tim Tszyu fight him, I don't see them backtracking on that.
Well, they backtracked before, bro. We seen these guys backtrack and pull strings and do certain things.
Like I said, if he had Bob, I believe that could be a possibility. But with no promoter and nobody to pay or promote his fight, how does he get that?
Well, we don't know. I don't know, man. We don't know if he got people in the comment section say he do got a promoter, but I mean, I don't know, man. Crawford, we gotta wait and see what happens.
No promoter has been announced, right?
No, Floyd acting like he's the promoter though.
Floyd acting like he owned PBC.
Well, he yeah.
He ain't acting like he's Crawford promoter. He acting like he owned PBC.
Yeah. He said, "I'll let you know that fight happening." Like he knows that, like he knows what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure he got a better relationship with Al. You know what I mean, than anybody.
Yeah, Talk Your Shit Sports TV. So who's his promoter, bro?
Right. You said he got one. Who is it?
Who's his promoter? Because it ain't Cameron Duncan and nobody like that. Bob Aaron was his last promoter, and as of right now, Crawford was.
And that's the thing. If he had one, I'm sure it would have been announced.
Signed to Intro Box. Who's the promoter of Intro Box? Hold on. Man, what the hell is Intro Box? It's not Peridium or none of that shit.
No.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Now, I heard he had signed a new marketing contract with somebody.
Oh, Intro Box Entertainment Agency.
Okay. So who are they and who runs that?
Let me see. I should pull it up on the screen. Matter of fact. Oh, he said, look at Bud's Instagram. Oh shit, hold up. Let me see. He said go to Bud's Instagram. All right, let's see.
Well, he's in Dallas right now.
Who, Crawford?
Yeah. His nephew posted a clip last night of somebody arriving at the airport.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, something. Yeah, I seen that. I didn't really understand what he meant. He said go to Bud's Instagram, but I don't see nothing. Let's see. Oh, let me invite him.
What's up, Shooter?
What's going on, Golden?
Not much, man. He's with Belly Sports, formerly known as Fox. That's who Crawford with. He signed with Belly Sports.
Belly Sports?
Yes. They took over Fox Sports. So Crawford signed with Belly.
Oh, okay.
Man, he did that good little while back. I thought you did a video on that when he first came out with that.
Nah, hell no. I don't even remember him signing anything, bro. I'm waiting.
Yes, man. He came over after the I think the first of the year they came out with that. He signed with Belly Sports after because Belly Sports took over Fox. And they did a big thing. Everybody did about that. He signed with Belly Sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Boy, you sleeping on that one, little bro?
Yeah, we both missed that one.
Yeah.
How y'all missed that?
Bro, we missed it, bro. Straight up. I do this shit every day. I don't know how I missed it.
Boy, look, I listen to you all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Maybe check your video, check your stuff up. But yes, he signed with Belly Sports.
Belly Sports. Okay.
Man, E Thriller, B Mac, all the boys, Rebel Life, all the boys did a thing on that.
Okay. Damn. Belly Sports.
Belly Sports, man. Yeah, because you know,
Wait. Belly. Bellly or Bally?
Belly
Oh, Bally Sports. Okay.
Sports, because PBC had a contract with Fox. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he lost that contract with Fox. It's not longer with Fox anymore. And Belly Sports brought Fox out,
Okay.
and that's who Crawford was with.
So who's the face of this Bally Sports?
That company you just put up not too long ago. How you pronounce that name? That intro, whatever you put up. You said the Crawford signed with them. That promotion. All of them is tied in together.
I didn't even know that. What's going on? H Money, y'all go subscribe to H Money Boxing. Yeah, man. I didn't know.
Bro,
What up?
ask H Money about Plan B.
H Money, if you still here, what you think about Crawford's Plan B?
Man, can I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead, Golden. Go ahead.
Man, listen. I'm listening to my man what he was saying. None of them boys at PBC want to fight Crawford. I'm just gonna keep it real. And Crawford is the super champion and the WBO super champion. He'll automatically be mandatory as the #1 contender for the WBO. And what Charlo gonna do if Crawford move up, he'll drop the belt before he fight Crawford.
Wow. I
believe he'll drop that belt before he fight Crawford.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's so much politician on this bullshit. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna keep it real. There's so much politician on that shit, man. Because of simple fact, everybody holler about why Crawford didn't sign that contract when this contract was up with Bob. Crawford restructured this contract. Bob promising him he would get that fight. Then who to say he would have signed with PBC? He would have got Earl Spence and one of them big fighters.
Yeah. At that time, it didn't look like they wanted to fight him at all, bro. If I'm honest.
No. But see, a lot of people got to fella realize when Crawford first moved up, before he even moved up, Earl was hollering about nobody want to fight him. Before Crawford even fought Horn, he told Earl, he said, I'll fight you. And the first thing him and Keith said out their mouth, what have you done in the welterweight division? That's what Earl told him, go get that belt, get a belt first, then we'll see what to do. And a lot of people get it mixed up because Crawford was the undisputed champion, that he could be mandatory for any fight, any champion. That's not true. Only the WBO allow you to get automatic mandated for a fight. Become the #1 but he could have petitioned becoming a contender for Earl now fight for their belts. But why would you do that? And like the IBF, you got to get in line. The WBC, you got to get in line. The WBA, you got to get in line. But Bud is a super champion. He automatically get that fight. And Bud move up Tim Tszyu, they kick Tim Tszyu ass to the curb.
I think so too. That's what I think. But I mean, it sounds likely like they would just tell him to step his ass on to the side. This is Terrence Crawford.
Man, listen, they could do what the hell they want to do. They would who that was? Damn, they took look how they did Dylan White for so many years.
Oh yeah, they made his ass sit in the corner.
So they don't give a damn about you being in there because they move your ass right on out the way. Didn't they drop Sean Porter one time from #1 to #2 or 3, and then put Sean back up for Bugger fighting?
No, he didn't go back up. He just got the fight.
He just got the fight, okay. But Sean was at #1. They moved Sean from #1. They put the boy up ahead of Sean, Ortiz, in front of Sean. So you mean to tell me they can't tell Tim Tszyu to get the hell out of the way and put Bud up there?
Listen, right? Everybody that you just mentioned was black that it happened to. Listen.
OT is not black. OT is not black. We know OT is in black.
Who?
Huh? When they move Sean out the way for the #1 for the WBO.
Yeah.
He not black.
But he got the #1 slot.
My man got a #1 spot because Sean kept procrastinating about getting the fight.
How did Sean procrastinate about getting the fight when Bob wasn't trying to make an offer?
But over who? The Sean?
Yeah.
Man, him and Porter, Sean Porter and Bud made a pact. They would not fight one another because of their friendship. You feel what I'm saying? And if they ever will fight one another, they will do it behind closed doors. They'll come together. Okay? So after Sean fought Earl, everybody was talking that bullshit, or he should fight Carl. Sean came out in public. You feel what I'm saying? See, everybody talking that bull crap about Bud and Sean didn't want to fight one another. That's just like Earl and Charlo. They're stablemate and they're best friend. What they say, we won't fight. Nobody say nothing about that. The Earl went to 54, they won't fight.
Now Earl said he'll probably be open to it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what y'all supposed to do. Break.
If the money right. Right.
Listen, that's what your mouth say. That's just like he came out and calling Crawford out and all said, man, listen, I ain't never seen a fight take so long. If two fighters wanted to fight, man, they'd have fought by now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Because
if Earl listen,
for 6 years.
Listen, that because Floyd them kept bullshitting. Let's keep it real.
How did Floyd bullshit when he offered him $40 million in cash?
Man, listen, him and Pac-Man kept bullshitting. And guess what? And when he was ready to make that fight, Floyd saw him at the gate. We went right into it. So, man, let's make the fight happen. And what happened? The fight happened right then and there. It didn't take long.
They made the fight without Bob.
They made the fight without Bob. He wasn't with Bob. Well, yeah?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. He was with Bob. Guess what? He still had to go through Bob.
Yeah. But they negotiated the fight without Bob.
Thank you. And that's the same thing Bud and got Spence could do. Spence said
neither one are in that position.
Yes, he is. Yes, Spence said he his own man. Spence said he don't answer to nobody. He his own boss. And just like my man said on that Porter and Bud press conference, he said if the fighter want to fight, they ask for it and we'll make it happen. So Spence go to that man and say, hey, I want Crawford. It's done.
But he been saying that. He been saying he been talking out.
He did, bro. I mean, look, as of right now, I believe Spence wants to fight. But for years, bro, he act like he didn't want to fight, bro.
I'm sure a prime example. After old boy beat Pacquiao, and Spence wanted that fight, that guy dang bad. What the hell he did? When they had that fight made quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because in the beginning,
made quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ugas?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was too.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, keep paying step aside money.
That fight was not made quick because
it didn't take long to make that fight.
Yes, it did, because Ugas had to petition the WBC twice, the WBA twice, and twice they told him no.
They paying step aside. It's all about money, man. Okay. How many months did it take them to make that fight? How many months did it take them to make that fight?
They made that fight pretty quick, bro.
Thank you.
They made that fight quick, bro.
Now, if you go back and think about it, when Ugas first got that belt, they get the script Pacquiao and get Ugas that belt. Ugas told them niggas off the rip, I would night fight Spence unless I get 50-50 off the top. That's why the fight didn't never happen. And see, a lot of people don't want to look at the stuff and say, to me, I think that our angels are full of shit. It was an excuse. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you the reason why I say that. If we look at it and go back, they will petition for Pacquiao to get that belt back. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they never did get Pacquiao that belt back. They stood their ground and wouldn't give Pacquiao that belt back. After they didn't get Pacquiao back that belt, that's when Earl came up with that goddamn eye injury. Earl wanted to beat Pacquiao for the Rainmaker Scene belt and the WBC and that belt he talking about Ugas.
But that still would have been his biggest payday. So why would he turn that away?
That would have been his biggest payday, but Floyd told him no. Really, I believe Floyd had something to do with that fight. Because the simple fact Floyd told him no, because Pacquiao would have given him hell.
You think Pacquiao beat Spence? I mean, Spence didn't look good going into that fight, man.
No, Spence was weight drained. Spence came out of shape. Like I said, Pacquiao would have given him pure T hell. And to me, Pacquiao was overtrained for the Ugas fight.
You think so?
Yeah.
How do
Anybody,
you figure that?
huh?
How do you figure that?
That man was actually trained hard for Earl. Then turn around, had to turn around and train for a whole entirely different fighter.
Now, what do you think about Spence and Ugas?
Man, that's some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you, that was some bullshit. Ugas is, to me, Ugas could have came out and fought better. If he'd have fought Pacquiao, Spence the way he fought Porter and the way he fought Pac-Man, he would have beat Spence.
Mm.
He would have beat Spence. Any fighter with foot movements and good counter will beat Spence.
Mm.
But Ugas don't move that much.
Huh?
Ugas not a mover.
Man, come on, man. Ugas move when he want to move. When Ugas was moving and slipping punches, he was taking Earl ass up. When that man hit Earl and hurt Earl, a lot of people want to realize he ain't hurt Earl. Man, Earl came out the road, Earl was staggering like hell. And Ugas just frozen like, damn, to me, like, he like, damn, I wasn't supposed to do that. And like, he just stopped fighting and stood there in the middle of the ring and let Earl do the hell he want to do. It was shoot a caller like it is. Everybody seen it. He just stood there. And all the punishment he got, Earl still ain't hurt that man. They stopped that fight because of his eye.
Oh, wow.
They stopped that fight because of that man's eye. And listen, and he would hit, that man hit him, and guess what? Ugas was still there. And guess what? He still hit Earl to the body.
Mm.
You go back and look at every Earl fight. People he fought damn near stood in front of him. The only man that gave him hell was Sean Porter. Because you know why? Sean moved on him. Sean turned his ass. Sean pushed him. He caught pretty hell.
Mm. Mm.
And nobody want to admit that. And that knockdown, I don't call it a knockdown. Oh, he knocked Sean down. Oh, the man glove touched the goddamn ground. You got to call it a knockdown. He didn't put him on his ass. I could definitely call it a knockdown. You put a nigga on his ass.
No. When you hit somebody and they go down, it's a knockdown.
I'm just saying, that's a real knockdown there. But like I said, in that case, Earl should have been knocked down. They should have called it a knockdown when Ugas hit his ass and a rope safety.
Mm.
That should have been a knockdown.
I don't know what that ref was thinking about.
Man, listen, when that ref saw Earl got hurt, stop. That reminded me in one of Floyd fight when he fought Gotti. The referee called a stop, and Floyd hit that joker and knocked him down in the first round. Go back and look at that. Referee said that dude told us said stop, and Floyd hit it. Pop, pop. That's why Gotti was protesting that. The referee hollered stop. He jumped the gun.
So why do you think Ugas didn't follow up?
Because Ugas wasn't supposed to.
Mm.
Okay, so now you're saying everything was scripted.
To me, I'm gonna be honest with my honest opinion.
Your opinion is biased. Everything you just said.
Everybody, right. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. I didn't say it 100% sure. I didn't say it with that. But like I said, it's my opinion. Ugas took a dive. That's the first people fight I see take a dive.
Hey, a lot of people is agreeing with you, man. You're not alone when you say that. You know?
Yeah. Come on. When you ever know a Cuban fighter don't fight, man? One thing about the Cuban, they fight to you got to kill them boys, man.
Thank you. Hey, let me tell you, I ain't gonna say he threw the fight. I can't say it. But what I do know about you, Dennis Ugas, is that motherfucker's a dog. He don't care what you're doing in there. He's gonna fight. All them Cuban boys, they gonna fight. But
and he tried to fight.
Like I say, that's all.
Man, come on, man. That man was taking Earl ass up and stop. He got to the 6th round. He hurt Earl in the 6th round. That man would not throw another punch.
Mm.
After he hit Earl, he just stood there and let Earl to do what the hell he want to do.
So when did he get his face broke?
Well, he just stood there and let the man hit the hell out of him.
Well, no, what round was that?
After the 6th round.
Okay, so he got his face broke in the 6th round. That's why he stopped on punch.
Go back and watch that fight. After he hurt Earl In that 6th round, Ugas just stood there with a high guard up and went through them more punches. That's what Earl went to working on that eye. When they're working on it, he took all the uppercuts and still didn't stagger.
So you saying Spence ain't got no real power? He could just lump you up if you standing there.
Man, listen, we on the way Spence to knock somebody out. I'm not taking nothing away from the brother. He's good. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to look at him. If a man ain't standing toe to toe with Spence, he ain't gonna do nothing to you. Anybody with a good counter, he ain't gonna do nothing to you. All like everybody holler about that bullshit. Or he fought Porter type of fight. He told nah, he had no other choice but to fight that fight. So Porter jumped in his shit.
Oh man.
And like I say, I like Bud. Bud has some flaws. Bud is stubborn and hard head. He gonna do what the hell he want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people got to realize that two sides of that man. I tell everybody, two sides of him, man. He go there. When he go in there, first he turns to me. First he turns till he figure you out. Then once you hit him, and he take your power away from you, and he can take your best shot. Then he go in for the kill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you look at it. In that Porter fight, he was cash. He made Sean look average. And nothing Sean could do. Sean tried that pressure shit, but Bud took that away from him. He was getting caught with counters all day long trying to come up in there.
He got caught with counters because he started lunging in.
He got caught with counters because they was stupid as hell. He got caught. Man, listen, to me, Bud carried that fight.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Crawford
did.
was losing.
That man wasn't losing. What the hell that man was losing? He could have knocked Porter out anytime he got ready and he proved it to you. he proved it to you.
That's what it looked like, though. He just said, "What? I'm down." Oh, okay.
He said, "What?" And then when the first man sitting in the bed, he said, "I'm up." Somebody told him, "No, you done." He said, "How?" He said, "He up." He told both man, they said he up. What about the man Crawford pay attention? He said, "Nah." He said, "Yeah." And Crawford said, "Man, he up." He's all right. What 30 seconds later, Sean was on the goddamn ground.
Hey, nobody put Sean down like that either, bro.
Huh?
Nobody put Sean down twice like that either.
Hell no. And everybody talk and said, look at it. Let's keep it real. When that second knockdown came, everybody talk about Sean, he was all right. That's why he hit. No, Sean was hurt. Sean was hit like, damn, this motherfucker kicked me. And when Sean tried to get up, what Sean was doing? When Sean first tried to stand on the second knockdown, what Sean was doing?
He was what was he hitting the canvas?
No. After he hit the canvas and Sean tried to stand up, if you go back and watch that knockdown, the second knockdown, watch Sean on his knees staggering.
Oh yeah. His leg was wiggling a little bit. Yeah.
On his knees, on his hands and knees, Sean fought over, and Kenny said, "Hell no." That was Kenny jumped and said, "Give me the towel, give me the towel." My man kept telling himself, "No," because he know you in there with the best finisher in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crawford said, I was going for the kill. And he'll put the fuck Sean ass up. Any real father or real trainer would have seen that, it would have stopped that shit. Everybody trying to say that, oh, his daddy starting to fight too early. Man, I'm gonna save my son. I'm gonna save my fighter.
So yeah, that's been a big narrative going around the past couple of weeks is that Kenny stopped him, and it really the Porter fight almost like it didn't even count for Terrence Crawford. What do you think about that?
Man, listen. Everybody said they want to say talk about Earl, talk about the fight. Earl came there to see Crawford lose. If Crawford knocked that nigga ass out early, man, fuck that shit. I ain't fighting that motherfucker. That's why Earl put his hand up. Damn, he did Sean like that. You ain't never seen Sean get knocked down twice in a round.
No,
Matter of fact, twice in a fight.
Yeah.
What fight has Sean ever got knocked down twice? Never.
He was never reaching like that in a fight twice either.
Yes, he was. Sean always lunging, but he had somebody in there who could counter that shit.
Yeah. Crawford made him pay for his mistakes, man.
Now you would have tell me Earl made the same mistake he made with Ugas and tell me any good boxer would not capitalize on that. Look at Earl face right there. Look at Earl. Like, damn, man, they got hit. He's like, damn, my bad. He's like, I don't want that shit. Earl like, man. Huh?
Because the stoppage was corny.
Now let's stop with the corners, man. Be for real, man.
The stoppage was corny.
Listen, hold on.
Continue.
Man, listen, man. Sean could not continue, man. Sean gonna get killed in that ring.
We've all seen fighters hurt a lot worse than that. And continue.
Man, listen. Its name of the game is protect your fighter. You got a minute 47 seconds left in the fight. You don't think that man? Hold on. You don't think my man gonna put Sean on his ass again?
What's your name, my man?
My name is Maceo.
Maceo.
Yes.
My name is Kyron. My name is Kyron, brother. Listen, right?
I see you, Mr. Johnson.
This is the thing I got a problem with.
Uh-huh.
His father said, I was thinking about stopping the fight before the fight.
So you know why? You know why he was gonna do that? He know what type of animal Bud is. He know what type of animal Bud is. And also, I'm thinking Kenny said that shit to save face.
How he save face? He threw Sean under the bus.
Yeah, he threw Sean under the bus. Don't discredit this man win. See, that's the thing that pisses me off. Everybody want to discredit Crawford for what he do.
Right? Kenny Porter discredited his win. Nobody else.
Yeah, he did it. And then guess what? And everybody else jumped on that shit. Because listen, when he got ready for Kell Brook, damn, Kell look good. Kell gonna beat the shit out of him. Kell gonna do that. Yeah, Kell had success in the beginning. I ain't gonna tell you, that Kell lumped him up, kept that jab on it. But the man was patient and picked it. And like Kell said, I ain't never been hit that hard in my life. The first thing Kell asked his corner, what happened?
Well, he had a real fight since he had both eyes repaired either.
Man, listen, that man had three fights since then. Two of them was stopping. Matter of fact, he went up in weight at 154 and had 3 fights at 154. 2 of them he stopped.
And who did he fight at 154?
I don't give a damn. He fought. He came right down. That man said, I was in the best shape of my life.
Yeah. He said he was in the best shape of his life.
I was in the best shape of my life. He got hit with that right hook. That nigga forgot where the hell he was at.
Hey, Rel. Being in physical shape and losing your punch resistance is not the same thing.
So Kell Brook don't count either then.
They don't want to give him Kell Brook. And you can't count it when he fought Earl. This man went up. Fought Triple D, got his eye broke, had surgery. Within 6 months' time, he back in the ring fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get his man time enough to really recuperate.
Well, that's on his promoter then, right?
No, the IBF made him fight that fight. He asked for the extension and he denied it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, IBF didn't.
IBF denied that.
Yeah, they wasn't playing.
They wasn't playing. They told him, hell no. You either fight or we'll strip you.
Yep. IBF is strict, man.
But guess what?
Tell Canelo don't have no mandatories.
Well, shit, got the Earl. What the last time Earl for the mandatory? When the last time Earl for the mandatory?
He been fighting for time.
No. When the last time Earl fought a mandatory?
Ocampo.
How many years ago that been?
18.
Since 18?
Yeah.
Now 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But 2 of them years he was out.
Who fought his day?
He was still out.
Who fought his day?
You can't fight if you're not healthy.
Hold on. He fought Sean before the accident. He could have fought his mandatory then.
How you figure that?
Somebody was in line to fight him.
19. He fought Sean in 19.
Okay. He still could have fought his
mandatory in 18.
Okay. After he fought Sean, who he fought next?
He fought Danny after he came back from the eye injury.
Why didn't he fight a Mando then?
Huh?
He could have fought somebody else then.
They said Danny was his mandatory.
No, Danny wasn't no goddamn mandatory.
Yes, he was.
But what belt?
Yeah.
WBC.
WBC.
What WBC? Okay.
Yeah,
How about how about the IBF? Why did he fight about he mandatory for the IBF? Somebody was up for that belt then.
Yeah, now you got to remember because they was paying step aside, and then you remember Cody Crowley had beat the bull. What's his name?
Oh yeah, the Acura.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cody Crowley had beat the bull out. That's why when you look at like the when you look at Ugas and Earl undercard and you look at all them
Thank
145,
you.
I mean 147, all them
Right,
are low key like eliminators for mandatories for each one of his belts.
right.
Minus Boots fight. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
had Butayev standing on this, and you had Cody Crowley versus what's his name? Josecito
right.
Lopez.
They sure did. They
Mhm.
sure did. And see that now, like I'm thinking, if you look at it, that Stanley Ocean's got is playing a big part of the fight ain't being made.
Man, Boots gonna smash that bull.
But listen,
True.
Stanley Ocean already said. See,
Hey,
Stanley Ocean came out and said he got a signed contract saying he's supposed to be Nate's.
Right.
that's what he said.
Yes, he got a signed contract that was part of the deal for them to step aside.
Hey,
And
speaking of
he,
that, real quick, read that. Is that true? Did Keith Thurman say this?
What
Listen,
Keith
Hold
Thurman
on.
say?
I'll read it. I'll read it to you guys. It says shots fired at Boots. I have no intentions of doing that. Quote, ducking that fight. To boost Ennis. I'm getting really tired of him disrespecting my name. Let's make this happen, boy. Be careful what you ask for. I'm putting you to sleep to make a statement to the welterweight division. Keith one time, Thurman doesn't duck anyone, son. I'm back more hungry
Oh
than
shit!
Thurman.
Yeah, he did say that.
He said
Oh
this?
shit!
well,
Yeah.
I didn't see that shit. That's due to me.
Now the thing is, right, Well,
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out did he say that before or after he said he wanted 10 million. But the thing is this, no, listen. Before y'all start laughing, you got to think about this, right?
Nah, that shit funny.
He know, listen, he know he's not gonna get 10,
Right.
but you got to start high. You can't start low.
Yeah,
Nowhere to go.
nah, you always start high.
Mhm.
You
Right.
start just being high, and then
Bro,
try to meet me somewhere in the middle.
Cause you gotta
it's a such thing as high and too fucking high. Be reasonable, goddamn it.
okay, but
Like,
this is the thing though. Listen, if he fight Boots never made a mill. So if it's a $5 or $6 million budget, yeah, they're gonna get most of that to Thurman.
shit, have Keith Thurman ever made five?
Yes, he did. He made 8 for Manny.
Okay, we talking about Manny fucking Pacquiao compared to goddamn
Hold on.
uh,
Like,
that nigga.
listen,
He ain't get a meal for Barrios.
they got 750,000.
Hey,
I
hold
then.
on. Let me salute to Daryl Hickenbottom for the super chat. He said Sean Porter was not Errol Spence mandatory.
Nah, that was a unification.
Yeah, unification, man. Got to unify them belts, man.
That was a
Right.
unification.
Who said it was mandatory? I said Danny was mandatory.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
chimed in.
yeah,
But
he just.
go ahead, see what y'all saying.
But listen, and then like Key tried to outprice himself to fight Crawford with Bob at $10 million.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he was asking for
And
too
hold
much.
on.
He was
Because
asking for too
Bob
much.
did say he sent another offer that was fair.
And Key turned it down.
No, Keith ain't never turned nothing down. They never tried to
Man,
negotiate with
listen,
none of them.
no, Key turned it down. They're like Danny. They offered Danny, this is how I pay $3 million. Danny turned it down.
Danny had a fight made. Get your
He
facts
had a
straight.
damn fight, man. He ran like a motherfucker.
He had a fight made. He fought the same night
Danny
that Crawford
did the
fought.
same thing. Danny did the same thing at 140.
What?
He
What
hauled
he do at
ass.
140?
Huh?
What he do at 140?
Haul ass.
How he haul ass?
He was
He one of them dudes. All right, I'm gonna school you real quick.
supposed to
Oh
fight
shit.
Poster and haul ass and went to 147. That's why Crawford beat Poster and him and Poster fought for the belt. That's the Crawford got that belt.
When did he go to 147?
He hauled ass. Well, after we was supposed to fight Poster, he hauled ass
Oh, when?
Oh, you talking about 140 when he was
at
supposed to fight
140.
Postal?
Yes. He put the fight Poster and Danny haul ass.
And who
Yeah,
did he fight?
He went to 147.
He fought who?
That's when Keith jumped in his ass.
No,
Who he
you
fight?
did.
Who he fight?
He
Granados?
fought Rod Saka,
Shit like
and
that.
then he fought Peterson.
Well,
Okay,
we
yeah.
got that at 147, but he hauled ass for 140. He didn't want that smoke.
Crawford wasn't even at 140 at the time. So what are you talking about?
Crawford was at 140.
No, he
He
wasn't.
was.
Yes,
No, it
Crawford
wasn't.
lost at 140. The
How
Crawford
much
first
you want to
fight
bet?
Crawford had at
How much
140.
you want to bet?
Excuse me.
How much do you want to bet?
Crawford at 140 when Danny hauled ass.
Check it out. I'm gonna break it down for you real quick, right?
Go ahead.
Danny fought Ross Salka, how you pronounce his name?
Mm-hmm.
April 11th. All right, April 11th,
Mm-hmm.
2014.
Okay.
Dude, that was not a lightweight fight. All right. 8 days later, Crawford fought Beltran. He was still at 135 when Danny moved up.
When Crawford moved to 140, Danny was hauling ass.
Danny was already gone.
He was hauling ass.
He was gone.
He for the fight poster and then fight poster. He hauled ass.
He moved up to a better division where the names were.
What do you mean he did shit at 147?
Who had a bigger name?
Who's
Poster
the bigger name?
or Lamont Peterson?
Lamont Peterson was washed up.
He wasn't washed up in
Lamont
2014.
Peterson was washed up.
He wasn't washed up in 2014 when they fought.
But Danny 40, Lamont Peterson was washed up. With Earl 40, Lamont Peterson was washed up.
What year did Earl fighting?
What?
Like
What, 16?
No, like 18.
18.
18?
Right.
18? Lamont was washed up, man. Lamont Peterson was washed the fuck up.
Danny fought him in 2014.
He still won't get no goddamn good. Danny been running from Bud. Danny been running from Bud every shit.
Peterson had a name, and Postal didn't.
That's all he had was a name. Postal.
The name is what gets you
at 140. At 140
is what gets you a bigger check.
Huh?
The name is what gets you a bigger check.
Man, they was
knocking a motherfucker out.
Fuck the name. Fight. Okay, Bud got a big name. Why not I want to fight Bud?
Who said Bud got a big name?
He got a bigger name than all them niggas for real. You renaming that he fought.
Excuse me?
Not in 2014 he didn't.
2014 he did. Man, come on, man, be for real. Bud was moving up in the ranks. Matter of fact, everybody was talking about Bud when Bud was coming up.
It goes back down in weight to fight somebody when there's bigger fights ahead of him.
What you mean bigger fight? What bigger fights he had?
He fought Porter. He fought Thurman. He fought Guerrero Herrera. He fought Lamont Peterson.
Man, them ain't no motherfucker. Only big name is motherfucker Spence, Porter, and goddamn Keith Thurman. The rest of them boys were shit.
All right. All of them were bigger than Crawford.
Man, listen. I guarantee you, Crawford would have smashed all their ass.
Now you're talking about what he would have done. See,
guess what? Listen, guess what? If Crawford's such an easy fight, if Crawford wasn't about shit, why the boy over the PBC couldn't even acknowledge Crawford? At one point, he couldn't even acknowledge Crawford's name.
I'm glad you answered that question. From the time Horn won until 2020, nobody at PBC was even ranked for that belt. So why would they talk about it?
No. That's bullshit. They didn't stop talking about that belt wasn't good after Crawford got it. They wouldn't acknowledge that belt after Crawford got that belt.
What?
After Crawford got that belt, that's when he started talking about the WBO. Then we want to acknowledge that belt. But when Horn had that belt, Earl and them were trying to get that motherfucker fight.
Hey, Terrell, you there?
He must have stepped off for a minute.
He must have stepped off. Listen.
Yes.
You can look it up.
Hold
on. From the time Horn won, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Until 2020 of July, no PBC fighter was ranked for that WBO belt.
What'd you say?
None were ranked for that belt.
They did too. Earl won the WBO belt.
You're not listening. I'm gonna break it down for you another way, right?
Okay.
When Spence moved up, right? Listen.
Spence moved up well.
When Crawford moved up, right? In 2018, right?
Right.
Would you say that PBC had 5 of the top welterweights?
Yes, they did.
But none of them were ranked for that WBO belt. Why?
Excuse me? How?
How is it they had 5 of the top ranked welterweights and none were ranked for that belt in the top 10 at all?
That's on me. You got me on that one there, but I won't give it that. But Earl wanted that belt after Horn got it, didn't he? Then Earl, what the first day came out Earl out? I want the winner of the Pacquiao Horn fight. After Horn beat him, Earl said, "Let's make this fight. Let's make this fight happen. Quick, fast, and in a hurry."
Because Horn wasn't really a top-ranked dude, and he could have got that
He
fight.
was with Top Rank. He was with Top Rank.
He had a 2-fight deal with Top Rank.
He was with Top Rank.
He had a 2-fight deal with Top Rank.
Thank you. He had one more fight left with Top Rank. He beat Pacquiao, and then he did another fight.
And then he fought
fight.
Right.
Okay. The Earl came out. Earl tried to fight him. They were Bud move out. Bob made that fight. Nobody wanted to fight Bud. They told Bud to get a belt in a welterweight division. You get your belt, then we'll see. Then we'll make the fight. Bud went in there and manhandled Horn ass, smashed his ass. They've been running ever since. After Bud got that belt, that's when the PBC came out and went to hollering about, "Oh, we don't recognize the WBO. He ain't no champion."
When has the WBO
at one point, the PBC
or Top Rank recognized PBC?
What'd you say?
When did the WBO or Top Rank recognize PBC?
Sean Porter.
No, bro.
PBC. That because Al. Listen, that because Al and
you have no idea what you're talking about. Tim Bradley did an interview on it when they asked him how come he didn't fight Spence.
I'm back.
You know what he said?
Go
when
ahead.
we ever start doing business with PBC?
Shit, they've been doing business. Crawford.
Listen,
Crawford was at 140. Hold on.
2015.
When Crawford was at 140, he fought some PBC fighters.
What?
Some bullshit. In a lower weight division, yeah, they crossed that street all the goddamn time. But Al Hammond ain't no dummy. Y'all can say what y'all want. Al ain't no dummy. He knew not to put that boy in the ring with Crawford. Any one of the top fighters that had the belt knew not to put that in there. Because Crawford would have beat their ass. He would have lost that belt over the top rank. They would have never got it back.
How come Manny never fought nobody from PBC until he went to PBC?
Excuse me, he fought Floyd. He was a top
Floyd
rank.
wasn't PBC.
Floyd was PBC.
Floyd was not with PBC. He was with his own thing.
He is PBC. That's what. Who? Floyd is PBC.
Floyd PBC's name was nowhere on that fight.
Man,
PBC's name was nowhere on the Conor McGregor fight.
hey, listen.
All of those are Floyd's company.
All that money Floyd got. Who you think keeping PBC float?
Yeah,
Floyd.
I believe that.
Floyd. And all that bullshit Errol talk about he don't work for Floyd, that's a goddamn lie.
Well, we don't know that.
Shit, that who? Floyd calling the shots. But Floyd told us years ago that Crawford and Spence fight was not gonna happen. Haven't happened yet. Floyd came out of the box, said, "Nah, that fight ain't finna happen no time soon. That fight ain't happened yet."
You jumping all over the place. Let's
No,
get back to what you said.
you brought up that shit about Pac-Man and
You said
I'm
that
just
PBC didn't recognize Crawford, right? That's what you said, right?
You said what?
You said PBC didn't recognize Crawford, right?
Yeah.
But the WBO didn't recognize none of them.
Shit. That's because they said they didn't want the WBC belt. WBO belt.
Come on, man.
That's because none of them want to fight that man. That man tried. Listen, that man been trying to make the fight since he been there.
No, he didn't.
He don't call like Keith Thurman. He don't call like Earl.
Okay, to call out somebody while you're not in a division and they hurt, it's not a call out.
When that man came up in the division, he was calling them out.
Thurman didn't come back till 2019, right?
Listen, Crawford was calling them out when he was moving up. He was calling their ass out. He said, "I want Keith Thurman, I want Earl." When he came in the division, where Keith told us that you haven't proven yourself in the welterweight division yet.
I'm not saying Keith didn't say that.
Keith came out of his mouth and said that shit.
Hold on. Salute to Daryl Hickenbottom for the super chat. He says Tyson Fury and Wilder fought 3 times top rank and PBC fighters.
That's not true.
That is true.
Bob didn't have nothing to do with
Two
the first
times.
fight.
2 times. Bob went with Tyson Fury the first fight.
Right.
Last 2
Bob
fights.
slowed up the second fight. The only fight Bob had control over was the third fight that they had to sue for.
No. Bob had the last 2 fights.
Remember, the second fight got postponed and put off.
Listen, right after that first fight, Tyson Fury signed with Top Rank.
Right. But the second fight was already in place.
No. Bob never made that fight. He came out of Top Rank
to fight after it became a draw.
That's what Tyson Fury signed with Bob Air after that draw. So Top Rank was involved with that fight. And in the beginning,
I didn't say he wasn't involved. I said the only fight that Bob had total control over was the third fight.
He didn't have total control over. That was the third division. That was a joke thing. Listen here. Just like Wilder told him, I want that motherfucker. He went to Al and said, I want that fight. That fight was made. Earl gonna do the same damn thing.
That's true.
Hey, Rel.
What up?
And you know, I told you when Fury pulled out of the fight, I told you that's going to mess up Crawford negotiations.
Because you know why? Al can't afford to lose. They couldn't afford to lose another title.
Had nothing to do with losing a title.
Man,
if you burn me on a signed fight for $100 million, why would I worry about a $20 million fight?
Man,
remember, Wilder had to sue to get that fight. They was gonna burn them.
Because you know why?
They had a signed contract.
Because you know why? When they try to use that, they say Wilder's stipulation ran out. I mean, his time ran out, and for him to activate the Mando. But COVID hit.
Hey, hold up. Salute to Boxing Gems for the super chat. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Gems. He says, right now, I see Thurman, Crowley, and Mikey ranked for the WBO. What changed? That's for you, Mr. Johnson.
Everything changed once Bob mentioned them names as potential opponents. July 2020.
Man, it would change.
Now look before then. Tell him to look before then.
What changed is Sean with PBC. He was the man talk for the WBO.
That's when they did it. Listen, they all popped up on the ranking in July, the month of July. Maybe none of them were there.
Just decided to recognize the WBO, because I remember at a period of time they act like they didn't want to recognize the WBO belt. You know what I'm saying? They
because the WBO didn't rank them.
They didn't want to rank him.
I don't know what that was about. You know what I'm
saying? Listen. If you look at the 154 WBO ranking now, hardly anybody's there from PBC. It's a whole bunch of foreign dudes.
Man, listen. PBC, Aaron Heyman, and Crawford, A, B, C, and D playing. Any deal with any one of the PBC boys, he ain't gonna never get to fight him.
So do you think Crawford's gonna fight Jamel?
Man, I don't think Jamel will that fight. I'm gonna be my honest opinion. I think Jamel will drop that belt.
Your honest opinion is biased because everything you say is biased.
I'm just telling you, I don't think Jamel will fight him. Jamal will come down and fight him. But Jamel ain't gonna get in there. He would drop that belt and move to 160. Or he would just drop the WBO. He would not fight him. And some petition. The second about it to put him in the ring.
Let me check this out. I want you guys' thoughts on this real quick. Whoever asked the question, check it out.
So, what's a major weakness that you see in Errol Spence's game? If he has any, any weakness in this game?
I don't see him improving from the first time I watched him to now, even from the Olympics to now. You know, I don't see no improvement as a fighter.
Now, did Errol Spence improve as a fighter?
I think he has, but I also saw a lot of bullshit with that Ugas fight. He was off balance a lot. You know what I mean? He was making a lot of errors.
That's what I asked the other day. Did the Ugas fight go into a Crawford fight?
Yep.
But at the same time, right? Mikey landed 73 punches. And Mikey was supposed to have been a better boxer.
Man, Mikey was a joke.
Mikey was a stop. See,
It was
but you're not biased. Mikey was a top 5 consensus 4 division pound for pound fighter prior to that fight.
Mikey was a joke coming up there to 147. They did that for the money. Mikey stood up there and froze up. Mikey, come on, man.
Mikey didn't do nothing, bro. He was a potato opener, bro. He didn't do nothing. And then Ugas did the same thing, essentially, bro.
Okay, but this is the thing, right, Rel?
He didn't do nothing.
Mikey, listen. Mikey, Porter, Danny, and Ugas all said they saw something. But when they got in the ring, they saw something different.
Hey, they all kind of just sat there, too, honestly. If you look at those, they kind of sat there and just beat up on him.
Porter saw something and beat his ass.
But Porter fought differently from those guys.
Yeah.
So did Kell Brooks. So maybe they thought they saw something they wasn't really, I don't know,
That wasn't really there, right?
It's like here. Mikey saw something, and what he did, Mikey didn't let his hand go. Mikey didn't do none of that shit. And he just stood in there, he wanted to survive. Be for real.
And what about Danny? Because Danny said he saw something too.
Man, come on. Danny, like I said, Danny ain't shit at 147 to me.
Danny didn't really get no big wins at 147, bro.
No, we're going to see what he do against Beterbiev. Oh, well, you know what I found out?
Oh, Benavidez would have been, the Benavidez might will beat his ass, bro.
Well, we're going to find out real soon, right?
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait.
But listen, speaking of Benavidez, right? I just read an article where they said that when David Benavidez got stripped the first time, the WBC took him out of the 168 rankings and put him in 175. And then they petitioned to get moved back down. They made him number 1 contender for Beterbiev, and he ain't won it.
Man,
hey, hold up. Some Boxing Gyms got rebuttal to your question. Salute for the super chat. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Gyms. He says, "I see." Huh?
I'm telling him what's up, man.
No, he says, "I see Vargas, Khan, Formella, Collazo in the 2019 WBO rankings. Maybe they weren't PBC then. Let me know." Now I know for sure Collazo was been PBC for a long time, bro. He was PBC for sure. I know that.
Collazo wasn't a top fighter.
He was PBC. Regardless whether he's a top fighter or not, he was a PBC.
Yeah, he was PBC. Now Vargas, is it Jesse Vargas? Was he with the Zone? Was the Zone around? Yeah. Jesse Vargas might have been.
But all of what it's always an excuse when it comes down the board. It's always
an excuse.
Huh?
How's an excuse?
It's always an excuse, man.
Hold up. Did Bob tell Bill Haney you with the wrong promoter? And Devin had to go sign with him just to get the fight.
Guess what? He did the
Did that happen, yes or no?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Did that happen, yes or no?
Yes, the Devin betted on himself. Now I'm gonna ask you a question.
You're not answering the question. Did that happen?
I'm saying yes.
Okay, so therefore, the different sides of the street still exist then, huh?
Huh?
Then the different sides of the street still exist then, huh?
I'm thinking that he went over there to do what he had to do.
He had to leave his promoter to go get the fight.
That's healthy.
Hey, Eddie Hearn ain't got nobody for him over there lightweight anyway, though.
Okay,
but the thing is this, though. Regardless whether Eddie has anybody or not, Eddie couldn't get that fight for him. He had to leave Eddie and sign a 3-fight deal with Bob to get it.
No, Eddie told him,
which proves that there's still a different size of the street.
No, Eddie told him to do. Eddie said, "Do what you got to do, and I'll be right here waiting on you when you come back." Got to do.
Now, what do you think about this Kambosos fight, man? What you think about the Kambosos fight?
Well, get it out the way. He got to take it. It was part of the contract.
I don't even want to fight no more.
You said what?
I don't even want to see that next fight.
Who?
That Kambosos and Haney. I want to see that fight. That's the next fight.
Bushido.
mean, I don't want to see the
Hold on,
rematch,
Jim.
but it's something that got to happen.
What up with you, man?
What's going on?
Hey, I'm not finna keep sending super chats. I don't love you that much, bro.
I appreciate
Look, hey, answer this question though, fam. Like I said, Vargas, Formella, Collazo, they wasn't with PBC in 2019.
For Miller, who?
Dude that Sean Porter fought right before Bud.
Mm-hmm.
All of people.
But they throwaways. They not big fights.
Nah, bro, that's not what you said though, fam.
You said no people intercept that throwaways.
He said he throw away.
Yeah, that's not what you said though, fam. That's kind of
No,
crazy.
that's not what I said. But the top dudes wasn't ranked.
I have the
All
top.
right, man.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Yo,
Porter, listen.
all right, we can
Before
move on.
Porter
You
had
can
a
move
belt.
on, fam. I mean, that's a
No,
dead point then.
Before Porter had a belt, he wasn't ranked. Ugas wasn't ranked. They didn't get ranked till July 20.
Yeah, you don't rank champions in other sanctioning bodies.
They wasn't champions then. Thurman had the belts.
Okay, cool, but it was still PBC fighters in there, fam. I mean, your point is mute.
If they're not top guys, then it don't matter.
How?
No. I don't
To you? I mean, is that hold on,
the dudes you talking about, did any of them get a title fight?
Is that your personal opinion, or should we all be going by that?
I'm asking you a question. Did any of them get a title fight?
I don't want to answer no questions. I'm saying, is that your personal opinion that it doesn't matter because they're not quote unquote top guys, even though they're ranked in the top 15?
All right, check this out. Diaz and Molina.
Yeah.
Were PBC.
All right, so we're not answering questions.
140, right?
We're not answering questions, so it's pointless, bro. Let's move on.
As I was saying, John Molina, and Felix Diaz were PBC fighters. Neither one of them were considered great fighters or somebody they invested money in. So they were throwaways.
That's not what you said, though, is all I'm saying.
All right, maybe that's not what I said, but that's what it is.
I guess, fam. I mean, I guess, greatness in your eyes means the world, I guess. Okay.
Has any of them got a big fight? Any of them guys you talking about?
Yeah.
Molina fought AB, right?
Yeah,
no,
they got a big
I'm talking
fight.
about a big fight outside of PBC.
Yeah, Crawford.
Who? Which one for Crawford?
Did you just say Diaz, Molina? Didn't you just name
Diaz,
all
Molina.
Crawford opponents?
Yeah, at 140. Well, we talking about 147 now, right?
Then why you say Diaz and Molina?
Because they were throwaways.
Oh my God, what?
They were PBC fighters. They weren't ranked, but they got the fight.
I don't understand what you're talking about, bro. You just said you named 140-pound fighters, then you said we talk about 147. I'm lost.
No, I mentioned the people that from PBC that did fight Crawford.
Facts.
But neither one of them were considered great fighters by PBC.
Oh, okay.
So they let them go.
So what are you, a PBC PR guy or something?
No, I'm a boxing fan.
Yeah, but it don't really seem like it because it seems like
tell you why, right?
It seems like you got inside information on who you think
I read.
on who they think is great.
I read.
Oh, okay. PBC said, "Yo, these fighters are great. These fighters ain't."
Well, they not great. They haven't aspired to anything.
Yeah, you funny, bro. You're funny, silly. Man. No, you
silly.
But he don't want to understand the facts. He don't want to accept the fact. You came on and put up the shit he said that wasn't there.
I said at 147, none of them boys was ranked.
And the fighter you put up there.
What I said exactly was PBC had the top 5 welterweights, but none of them were ranked for the WBO belt.
That's right. They didn't want to be for
Thurman had 2 of the belts.
Okay.
But none of the others were ranked.
That's right.
That's what I said.
He had 2 of the belts, and the champion cannot be ranked in another division.
But Thurman had the belts. Porter didn't have a belt. Danny didn't have a belt. Ugas didn't have a belt. They all got ranked. If you look at the rankings, they all popped up in July 2020.
But guess what? Regardless of whether it is in the ranking or not, Crawford still offered to fight their ass what they did. Turn it down. When Sean,
who did they offer a contract to?
When Sean had that belt, not one time Sean called Crawford name out.
Sean had the belt for 2 fights.
He still didn't call Crawford that. Okay, why did he go unify with Crawford? Why did Ugas go unify with Crawford? And I handle what that shit.
Ugas said he wanted to fight both. Ugas went to go see Bob and didn't get an offer.
Get over. Ugas didn't want to fight.
He went to go see Bob before Kenny did.
Ugas didn't want to fight.
Then why would he go see Bob?
Ugas didn't want that damn fight. Y'all,
Okay.
I wish y'all stop making shit up.
Anything I say can be Googled and researched. Anything
Not that point about them PBC fighters.
I said welterweights.
Okay.
With a title, fight Crawford.
I can't understand what you said.
Al Hamer was going to let nail one of the boys with them titles go fight Crawford. So, beat their ass, take that belt over there with Bob. They're going to be goodbye.
Actually, what Bob said was nobody but Spence was worth fighting. And that's when Thurman and Porter both had belts.
Thurman didn't want to fight anyhow.
I think if he didn't lose to Manny, he might have fought him and Spence.
No, he wouldn't have. All time with PBC. Boy didn't sign with PBC, but he still wouldn't have got done no fight. If Boy would have first came up and signed with PBC and didn't fight hard, he wouldn't be a champion now. He'd still be on the side like an Earl no still with 40. They would have
Well, not everybody else got a title fight. Everybody got a title fight.
They would have done Crawford.
Oh,
They would have done Crawford, man.
great middle. He's sleeping.
Like, shit come beat me.
Getting Riley's has come on becoming tough.
Oh, you gotta sit down there and watch him.
I don't want her coming in.
Well, go use the bathroom downstairs so you can keep an eye on them, please. Thank
I'm
you.
not even going to use the bathroom.
Thank you, dear.
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all.
if I somebody ain't shit, he got a tight and I need that tight, I'm gonna beat his ass and take that belt. I ain't gonna wait till the show stay here for last. What the fuck am I saying for last? I'm gonna get the easiest fight out of the way. It's gonna be the easiest fight. He's with shit. His resume ain't shit.
So how was negotiating with Bob the easiest fight?
And what? That's gonna be a fight.
Bob had problems with his own fighters making fights.
Oh, he did.
Why you think Tio went to Triller and then danced for his fight?
And guess what they say after he got his ass whooped? I should have stayed with Bob.
That's because he signed a new deal in between.
No, I should have stayed with Bob. I should have kept my ass there.
Hey, hold on. Let me read the super chat real quick. Salute to Reggie Singleton for the super chat. He says Johnson guy is biased. He said he's a boxing fan, but he's not calling down the middle. The man ain't said nothing good about Crawford yet. Come on, Bushido. You know the man biased. you got any response to that, Mr. Johnson?
What am I supposed to say? I'm being attacked by everybody. So what am I supposed to say? Nobody asked me a question about Crawford. We talking about PBC.
We were talking about Crawford Spence all the way around.
I think everybody remembers you, bro. I mean,
That's cool. You can remember me.
They remember you on this show, fam. Like you ain't had nothing good to say about the man.
Listen,
but it's
I
all right,
real, and I'm gonna be on here if he invite me.
Yeah, it's all
okay,
good.
nah, I ain't say it was a problem with you being on the show. I'm saying everybody remembers you. That's why fam is saying you're not saying nothing good about Crawford, because the last show you was on, you was talking about it for a whole fucking hour and you ain't say a damn thing good about Crawford.
They ain't gonna say nothing about Crawford. They don't want to face reality. That Crawford is
yeah, bro. I don't know how you call yourself a boxing fan, bro. Look. You want to see somebody call it down the middle? I mean, I don't know, man. Shit, go to my channel.
Yeah, boxing.
Even
What's your name, my man?
Fam, we went through this the last time.
Yeah, boxing channel.
I mean, I don't catch your voice. You know what I mean? You caught mine.
You said what?
I didn't catch your voice. You caught mine.
You didn't catch my voice.
Yeah.
I listen to Bushido's show because I like the show.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you say you remember me. I don't remember you. That's why I'm asking you.
From Bushido's show, yeah, Boxing Gems, bro. It was told to you before.
All right, I'm gonna look you up.
Boxing Jam, I didn't get a chance to speak to you, bro. What's going on, dog?
What's good with you, fam?
Come up here, boy. Man,
To answer your question, right? What made me look it up was when PBC had that broadcast and they named all the welterweight champs, but they didn't name Crawford. So that's what made me, research what was going on with that situation.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So you saying
and that's when I found out that none of them were ranked.
Okay, but not the great fighters, as you put it.
None of the tops were ranked.
Right. That's a lot different from saying nobody from PBC was ranked.
I mean, if you look at 154, they hardly rank PBC fighters from the WBO.
Well, you get how they get ranked in different sanctioning bodies, right?
No, not really. Enlighten me.
Nah, you gotta fight a fighter that's in their that's ranked in their system.
Okay.
So if you're not fighting, if you're on an island like a certain company, and you're only fighting within your island, then you're not fighting fighters that's within that system. So you're not gonna get ranked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even though they wasn't, like I said earlier, even though they wasn't ranked, Crawford still asked to fight their ass, and they weren't fighting. That's one thing.
Listen, Bob never sent nobody a contract. They made one offer to Danny on the phone in the midst of the Grandiose fight. After that fight was over, they never came back at Danny again.
Danny haul ass.
Danny was his mandatory. Spence was out for a year.
And Danny haul ass.
Danny was his mandatory. Danny was Spence's and his mandatory for a whole year.
They offered Danny $3 million, and Danny turned it down. Fight.
And then they gave Khan $5 million. The dude Danny beat up.
Okay.
Look, bro. Look, I don't even want to sound like a. Fam, I'm not protecting Crawford, bro. I think he's made mistakes in his career and all that type of shit. But fam, the money is about the market. The money is about the market you bring. So if Aaron
bring the market, because that fight did worse, right?
Did worse than what?
Well, it did work. Well, it did better than the Postal fight.
Right. No, I think it was like. I mean, look. Like I said, this not even really my lane. I just know it because I pay close attention to boxing. But I think it got 150,000 pay-per-view buys, right?
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
But what? Yeah. So what does Danny Garcia guarantee you though? You know what I'm saying? Khan brings a UK market. Yeah. What does Danny Garcia
I think they were banking on Danny bringing the Spanish market since he's Puerto Rican.
But Danny didn't even know Spanish before the Mauricio Herrera fight. So I don't know, bro.
But like I know, that's how they look at boxing. That's how they look at fights.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, it's very racially motivated. I feel you on that.
And that's why I was saying earlier that I don't see them pushing Tim Tszyu aside.
Yeah, they will.
To make Crawford fight Charlo.
Yeah, I
don't see that.
I think they will.
Hell yeah. That nigga like the muscle got that quick.
But see, the thing is, they trying to make that fight now.
No. He had 30 days to announce the fight. But guess what?
They said they already came to an agreement on the fight.
Yeah, but the IBF stepped in and said, nah, you got to fight Bachram.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we got to see which one they make them fight.
Y'all had that shit out. Where did Spence go if the Crawford fight don't get made?
He gonna have to go fight with Fundora.
Boots Ennis. What about Boots? Boots waiting for him.
He's not gonna fight Boots.
Yeah, I think
he'll give up the belts before he fight Boots.
I mean, if I'm just guessing, but I think he's moving up. If
Spence, he is gonna fight Crawford. That's fight, yeah. But so Spence fights Fundora. What happens?
Somebody gonna get hurt.
You You think that's
Somebody gonna get hurt bad.
I don't know if that's a good fight for Spence, bro.
Well, the thing is this. Listen, Fundora is coming, and ain't no way to get out the way of that unless you're not in the division.
Yeah, you right. He coming for sure.
He coming.
Yeah, he gonna be a problem for anybody.
He a problem, fam. I mean, those dimensions at 154 is just, it's a problem, bro.
Yeah, it's a problem. It'll be a problem for almost anybody.
It's a problem for everybody. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro.
Listen, Charlo, the two fighters Charlo ain't gonna fight. Crawford and Fundora. Charlo,
You said Crawford and Fundora?
no. Fundora and Charlo.
Oh, for Spence?
Charlo scared of that tall legged motherfucker. I would say, what that tall legged motherfucker? He don't want to fight that boy, that man.
You said Charlo don't want to fight Fundora?
Yeah, I don't think he'll fight him. I'm gonna be
He
real.
might not have a choice.
Shit.
He might not have a choice.
He'll move up first.
I don't know. Jamal might not be at that weight too much longer. But then Fedora's gonna always be around, man.
Yeah.
Fedora's gonna always be around. He can probably fight multiple weight classes as big as he is.
That big tall legged motherfucker shit. Like I say, man, that boys, man, they be on that thing there, man. I love Possum. I go way back with that shit. But they fighting days here, half of them ain't got no heart, man.
You said the fighters today ain't got no heart?
They ain't got no hearts, man. All they don't want to fight the best. To me, I don't think they want to fight. That's all of them.
I don't know about that, fam. I think
neither do I.
I think everybody trying to be Floyd, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready to argue with y'all some more. So I'm gonna say something else that y'all ain't gonna like.
Uh-oh.
All right. Charlo and Benavidez. I want to see the fight. But until he move up, it's pointless. It's pointless to keep talking about it. He's not in his division.
Man, Charlo, man, come on.
Look, I'm more interested in knowing why you figure we wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, Charlo, he.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to see the fight. I'm saying right now, while he's still at 160, there's no point for people to keep saying, let's fight, let's get that fight. He ducking. You can't duck somebody that's not in your division.
But he shouldn't say stuff like, "Well,
he was talking shit."
If
all fighters talk shit.
Okay, he can come out and fight Crawford. He could go out and fight Beterbiev.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's
true. Now, the only problem with that is this, right?
After he made himself look like an asshole.
Yeah, he did. But this the only problem with that. Ain't no money fighting Benavidez. And listen. On top of that,
stop the
fighting each other don't get them to fight because you're not fighting either one.
That's a top fight. Him and Charlo and Beterbiev, man, that fight a sale.
I think so.
That fight a sale.
Hell yeah.
Hey, might sell, but this is what you got to understand. Charlo make about 1.5. Benavidez make 300K. That's not a money fight for Charlo.
Man, Charlo garbage.
So what Charlo gonna do, bro?
Damn.
What is Charlo gonna do? Salute to my boy Ohio Runs.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Do what he doing now, talking shit and don't fight.
But the thing is, the whole division is in limbo as long as Canelo ain't got to fight nobody.
You see, that's bullshit. But see, Canelo getting belts and drop, get belts and drop. He get the fuck on.
Yeah, no, I agree with that shit, bro. That Canelo shit is a problem.
Yeah, but listen, he's not going back to 175.
Nah, well, we're gonna see. I doubt it, but we're gonna see.
Canelo's not gonna fight these guys. So with Jamal, what I want to see from Jamal is him go after Andre or something. Make a fight with Andre, man. Stop bullshitting on these fights, bro.
Now this is what I read about that, right? Espinosa said that he offered Andrade a contract with Showtime prior to him signing with Dan's. But he said he picked Dan's because that's where all the big fights was, even though he didn't get none. But they said they offered him that. So if I offer you a deal straight up, and now you go to a promoter that I don't mess with, how do you get that fight then? He's another one that's made some bad business.
Yeah, he has. But Eddie Hearn was real flexible and open about letting him go over there if they wanted to.
Eddie said he was.
Eddie, listen.
Did it. Eddie was paying Andre too much money to
bullshit walk. Let's keep it money talk bullshit walk. Okay.
I don't know about that though.
That fight and Eddie would put the money up, he would talk.
What American fighter has Eddie put money up for a big fight? Please, somebody tell me.
For a big fight?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a caveat. I mean,
hold on. He didn't want to pay for the Kambosos fight, right? They didn't want to pay for a dance, right?
Right, but he didn't want
to pay for Andrade's last fight, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Eddie be losing purse bids and shit.
But I'm saying, he offered up a lot of money for somebody to fight Andrade, and plus they paid stupid money for Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas.
Oh yeah, they paid.
Okay, so that was about. They thought that Mikey was the one that brought that crowd in the Spence fight.
Yeah, that was a biscuit.
And they found out that he wasn't.
It's just
because they didn't offer him another $7 million, did they?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because remember, he wanted Mikey wanted Dan's to pay for him and Regis, and they said no. And that might have been a good fight.
So, Mrs. Johnson, you don't think if these fighters leave PBC, they can't get more money for fights from like the Zone?
But who they gonna fight?
No, I'm saying if they want to fight, if they want to fight each other. If they want to fight each other, man, why couldn't? So say like a Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, or Charlo and Benavidez. They say, yo, let's just go to the Zone. And make
I believe Eddie will overpay for everybody.
Okay, cool. Okay, then why don't they do it?
Because they're scared.
Damn. What you mean?
Well, for one, he has nobody for them right now.
No.
People that he do have, listen.
His point. You got somebody for them or not? You're missing his point. He said that they're like Crawford and Spence. And I don't want to put the money out for Spence and Crawford. Well, I want Spence to lead them, and him and Crawford go over and say, okay, let's go ahead and put ourselves on. So who's gonna pay for the fight?
What the bread is. Exactly.
What the bread is.
Yeah.
Hold up. Now, Eddie said that he didn't want to mess with Crawford.
No.
Because one, he couldn't afford him, and two, he didn't have nobody for him.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
he said both.
But look, but the Zone has done one fight deals before, right?
Yes.
Not with black fighters.
Not
like that. Not with no black fighters.
I think it's a race thing.
It's not a race thing, dog. Right now, but listen here, I'm gonna keep it real for you.
AJ is the only black dude making money with him. Devin made some money, but he couldn't secure Devin no big fights.
He had nobody want for Devin to fight.
No.
But let me tell you, a lot of people don't want to acknowledge this here, but to me, Eddie made the Porter and Crawford fight.
You said who?
Eddie.
How?
Because Bob couldn't afford to let it go to a purse bid. That's why.
If he came out of his mouth, Eddie said, if we go to purse bid, I'm opening up a goddamn wallet.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he did.
Purse bid. And when the deadline came, Bob asked for a extension and came back and made that fight. Bob put all the money, the whole $10 million up.
Yeah, he did.
Bro, I would have loved that shit, fam. Instead of paying for pay-per-view and all that shit. I mean, I'm not the type of dude that stream everything. You know, I got a channel, so I support boxing, man. That's what my content is really about. But I would have loved that shit, fam. Just for my DAZN subscription. Yeah. I'd have loved it. So
a lot of people, fellas, see, Bob fucked himself with Crawford. Bob fucked himself. That's just like HBO fucked itself. HBO stopped promoting black fighters. That was HBO went under the gun.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was saying back around that time too.
When HBO stopped promoting black fighters, it went to all them Latino fighters and all them other kind of fighters. They stopped promoting the black fighters. HBO fold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, they had Roy Jones, had all the boys back then.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson, all the boys. HBO camp fights going on. Showtime couldn't fuck with them back then.
Mm-mm. HBO boxing was the shit back in the day.
Boxing was the shit.
I used to love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Joe would sit in front of the TV all night long. Boy, look at break their neck, boy.
Yeah. Look, Bushido, fam, I you know, I could tolerate fans of fighters, bro, but what I don't understand is people caping for these promotional companies, bro. I really don't understand that shit.
I don't get it either, bro.
Right.
I just enjoy boxing, bro, all across the board. You know, I understand the promotional companies. Some of them may have some things they do and shit like that because I pay attention to what's going on.
But they're the main reasons that we don't get the fights we want, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole problem, but, you know, some fans, like, you know, they love PBC or they love Top Rank or they love DAZN. Like, that shit is ridiculous, bro.
I'll tell y'all one thing and two things. Show. If Don Kane was in the mix, we'd have had all them fights, boy.
Oh yeah,
Don, he used to put on.
If was still relevant, if he was in position, if he still had the money back, we'll be getting a shit ton of fights in boxing.
Man, come on, man.
Bro, Don King used to put classic fights on the undercard, bro.
Facts.
On the undercard.
Some of those classic fights you see on YouTube,
your money for
Don King undercard to a heavyweight title fight.
Man.
Yeah.
Don made all the great fights, but he also robbed all the fighters blind.
Yeah, that's what happened to him, right? Don't nobody trust him.
Yeah.
But,
I got cut off because my phone died. But main man said that Eddie made, you know, the Porter Crawford fight.
Yes, he did.
And I believe that happened because Bob couldn't afford to lose another purse bid.
He couldn't.
And that's why he gave Crawford $6 million and Porter $4 million.
Look at here. That's why Al Heyman he didn't want Porter to take that fight. That's why Al put the money up.
No, they let him fight. They just wasn't going to pay for it.
How come the Al and them don't be putting the money up, man?
Al don't want to put that money up.
They will for Canelo though.
Yeah.
Well, that's Steven Espinoza and those guys, right? 55 million, whatever they was trying to offer Canelo.
But see, that's because they don't want to do that.
Yo, Bushido, how much you think? What was they offering for Canelo Spence? It was like 45 or 50.
No, they offered. It was 45 for Charlo. It was 55 for Benavidez or Spence. They was giving him
55. Okay, all right. So hear me out. 55 million for Benavidez, or I'm sorry, for Canelo versus Spence, right?
Right.
So how many pay-per-view buys you think that get you?
Maybe $1 million.
Maybe $1 million. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many pay-per-view buys you think Spence versus Crawford gets you?
Not 500K. Maybe around 4 or something.
Four something. So
they basically got the same audience.
Right. No, okay. I feel you on that. Well, I don't know, man. This is kind of a war between these two fan bases. But hold on.
Fight attracts just more, you know what I'm saying? Wider range. All boxing fans want to see that fight though.
Yeah.
But listen to what I'm saying though, right?
No, all right.
Everybody, let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Everybody want to see the fight, but 7 million people stream the Ugas fight. And if people can stream it, nobody's gonna pay for it. A lot of people ain't gonna pay for that fight.
Let me tell you something. If Bob Arum would have did what he was supposed to do by Crawford, pay-per-views would have been way up there. Bob didn't up that, and Bob kept Crawford on the app.
Yeah, that was fucked up. That horn fight and all that, and keeping them on the app. That
Put him on the app. If Bob had a pay-per-view, you'd have watched that man numbers would have been up there.
But meanwhile,
different.
Loma was fighting.
Though, if Crawford had fought other people, like instead of fighting Khan, if he had fought Danny, instead of fighting Brooke, he had to fought Porter. Because remember, Bob was the first one that mentioned Porter and Crawford.
But listen, Bob knew he was losing Crawford. That's why he would start putting that shit on that. He told me he losing money.
No, that's not what it was.
Listen, if you called me,
Listen. They already said what it was. Bob and them wanted to announce the fight during the Lomachenko fight. They wanted to announce the Brook fight during the Lomachenko fight, and Crawford still hadn't signed the contract, so they lost all that free publicity for the fight.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Bro.
Crawford, he didn't want to sign that motherfucker till like the last minute. I do remember that.
All right, Bushido. All right, let me finish what I was saying. 55 million for Canelo versus Spence. Then you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna do 1 million buys, 450,000 buys to Spence versus Crawford. So why not just split that percentage up and give Spence and Crawford that 24.75 million?
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
how is that hard? How was this fight hard to make, bro?
I don't know. Maybe because like let's say for example with Kambosos Haney. Kambosos got a whopping $10 million, bro.
Yeah, that's
10
just
million.
ridiculous.
10 million. No pay-per-view.
Well, he was
none of that.
He must have got a lot of the ticket sales from the crowd, bro.
No, that was his purse. That was his basic purse. But the thing is this.
That was his guarantee.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Bella was his manager, right? So if they didn't pay him, they didn't have to go that way. He could have went with PVC and tried to get the Tank fight.
and guess what? He still wouldn't have made that kind of money.
Yeah, Bosa's had a lot of leverage, bro. He had a
No, he might not do that much. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Whole fight in Australia.
Disputed.
Government put that money up.
Hey, but Mr. Johnson, bro, that's not really the MO of how they dealing with Tank, man. How they dealing with Tank is they give it Tank 1 million, 1.5, and trying to find an opponent that's like 300, 400, 500,000.
I'm saying looking like get that Kambosos fight, they might have. Because if you recall, after he won, Lou DiBella wasn't talking about Lomachenko or Haney. He was talking about Tank. Because that was the biggest money fight that he could get.
I don't see how, bro.
But now how would that would have worked? Because you know they're not letting Tank go to Australia, bro.
Nah, it wouldn't not.
That's where it was, you know what I mean? The problem.
Yeah. I don't know that 100%, but I'm guessing that hell no, they wouldn't go do that.
That fight would have had to be in Vegas.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have made nowhere near that bread, man.
Hell no.
But Kambosos he had a lot of leverage, man. 10 million. He had all the belts. He was easy pickings for a lot of these dudes. And he had a high demand. $10 million fucking dollars, bro. So I mean, if they could fucking, I don't know, man. What do Crawford and Spence want? You know what I'm saying? What's really the hold up for this fight?
I think Al really want to sign Crawford, and he don't want to just have that one deal. He want to have a multi-deal fights.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Crawford, by him wanting to fight Jamel, you would think it would be a deal.
Yeah, he volunteers it. So
I think what Crawford want, to me, if I'm gonna give you what you want, you give me what I want. I give you 2 fights with Earl and 1 with Charlo.
Mm-hmm.
2 fights.
I don't know, but something's making it difficult. That's all I know.
Give me Charlo, and I think Charlo bucket.
You say he what?
I think Charlo bucket on the deal. He don't want to go that shit in that contract. That's just like Wilder. They're like with Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
But they say, hold on. They say with Al, bro. He don't say like. They say everybody said if you sign with me, it's the only way you're gonna get this fight. But I'm not gonna guarantee you get the fight. That's how Al do business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't know if it's any guarantees. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I said here. I mean, shit, man, play. I'd rather have my guaranteed money than that bullshit with the dealing on waiting on pay-per-view sales. Fuck that shit. That shit might flop. I can't get paid.
Yeah, you think that could be the issue? Crawford wants that guarantee, or
why would I take if I'm a Bob guarantee me $4 million a fight? Why would I come back and take $1 million guarantee and dope on pay-per-views and know how people are now in the street and shit?
Yeah,
I won't make fucking money.
see, that's the thing with guys that's outside of PBC. They got some of the top guys like Devin Haney, Crawford. They got spoiled, Boo Boo Andre. They get spoiled with these pretty high guarantees. So going to PBC is like,
Hell no.
you know what I'm saying? Do I really want to, you know?
I want to take that chance. But like I said,
Because let's be honest, guys like Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz, man, they had to pay themselves, bro. They fights on pay-per-view and shit, man. These guys, they was out here trying to pay themselves. You know what I'm saying? And by them doing it, they got to put it on pay-per-view, and pay-per-view is a tough market.
And it was flopping.
Yeah.
Now, which one would you rather do?
The guarantee.
Thank you. I'll keep my guarantee. And plus I still get some back end money. Shit, the heck with it.
Yeah. I'll take. I need the guarantee, bro. Especially in today's market, man. I mean, people stream fights, bro. Even Canelo don't do numbers that he's supposed to be doing. His numbers ain't. Man, them numbers be capping on the numbers, bro.
I gotta be careful. I mean, you know, people we don't really know what the numbers really are. And so just like Floyd, a lot of people got to realize when Floyd came out and Floyd said they still owe him money from pay-per-views he haven't got yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody know. So everybody talk about back end money, but don't nobody know what it is except the fighters themselves and the people involved.
Right.
So why would you forego a guarantee to get that? You know what I mean? Especially if you're not in the know. Like maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. I'm not inside the shit like that, but.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like, man, it's tough. Yo, I'm getting $4 million guaranteed. You talking about $1 million guaranteed with some back end money? Okay, so how much back end money? Shit, right. I don't know. The fight got to do what it do. Like, nah.
Now, let me ask you this, right?
Right.
Let me ask you this: do y'all think Porter made more than Danny fighting Spence?
Danny's one of the highest paid guys over there, bro.
Yeah, they said he was. Yeah, he said he was one of the richest.
He made $5 million from that fight.
Who?
Danny. He was guaranteed $5 million.
For who? Spence?
Yeah.
Nah, it was like the guarantee was like 1.5 or 2.5,
no.
bro.
Like yeah, the upfront guarantee. But I'm saying overall, he was guaranteed to make $5 million.
But we don't really know that, fam.
But you don't know if he made it or not, though.
Right.
See, that's the thing, right? But
that's what I was saying.
I guarantee you, Porter knew he made that $4 million guarantee with Bob, though. He knew he got that.
So let me ask you this: do you think the Crawford fight was his biggest fight, or the Spence fight?
We don't know, but
guaranteed purse.
Guarantee wise, he got $4 million compared to like 1.5.
No, they got two. Him and
2. Okay, cool.
Two.
I could have Porter got 7 for Crawford, but I could be wrong.
Nah,
that's what I believe.
It was 6 and 4, right?
Okay, it was
4. Right. It was 2-4, and plus he got money on the back end. So
how was it? It wasn't no back end money.
Well, gate
and the gate and stuff.
Get the gate and stuff. He got some money off of that.
Yeah, but how is it back end money if they didn't make money off the fight?
Right.
That fight, man.
The pay-per-view only did $10 million. That covers their salaries.
But they got guaranteed money anyway, though.
They got guaranteed money.
They got a guaranteed 10 altogether.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look. I'm
now
not
they said the gate. Now they said the gate, or one of them, either the gate or the pay-per-view, only did $10 million. So that only covered their purse.
Right.
That means, okay, how did the promoters and the networks make their money?
Listen.
Bro, that shit sound crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, so that's why when people talk about guarantee money, it's like, fam, you know, everything got to pay for itself before that back end money come to even play a part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, fam. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an expert on that shit either, though.
But
y'all can tell me better, probably.
Still, what's strange to me though is that Crawford Porter was a $10 million fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boris Kambosos a lightweight was able to get $10 million.
Yeah.
Because they put that. They say that the Australian government they put that money up. That's why they had that fight over there.
Oh, a site fee.
Okay.
That's why
that makes sense.
But what is Cambo getting in this rematch? That he's so man don't happen right back in there. He might get a high guarantee rematch too.
He got a high.
That ain't gonna be the same.
That's why.
Definitely ain't gonna be the
Well,
same.
look,
Listen,
yeah, I think it depends on what Devin already signed.
but see, Devin signed both fights gonna be over there, and
Well,
also,
not just over there. Like, was there
I think
was there like a, you know what I'm saying, a flex in money if he won the first fight? I don't know.
I believe he get another 10 million.
Oh, Kambosos.
I heard when he get another 10 million for the rematch.
If that's true, fam, it wasn't no way he was gonna turn down a rematch, bro.
Right.
It wasn't no way he wasn't gonna exercise that rematch clause.
And if that's really the case, that's why he's so adamant on hopping back in there with Devin.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Shit. I ain't take that much damage and I get $10 million. Shit.
I go to get my again. That time you knock me out.
Right.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. So yeah, we struggling to make Spence and Crawford, man. They got my money already. Whether I go to the fight or if I can't make it, I'm buying a pay-per-view regardless. So
Yeah.
they need to get it going. You know?
And like they took all this shit to on sale. Man, somebody said earlier that they should have that shit international. I don't know. Was that on your station earlier? Was somebody that take that shit across the water?
Hey, your shit breaking up, bro. You
Breaking
can hear
up bad.
Yeah, my phone about to die, man. I'm about to chop out, fellas.
Yeah. Nice chatting with you, Master Yo Box, Master Yo Golden, man.
that back page money.
Yeah.
But on this is the thing though, right? Okay, we don't know what that money is, right? Now, if you look at the Charlos purses, they just touching the mill.
Right.
But they're living like they've been getting some millions.
Yeah, I know, right? They living fat as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, right, I think they get a lot of their money from co-promoting, from the Lions Only brand. Because if you look at it, right, oh shit, I unplugged my phone again. Let me stop doing that. This shit on 1%.
I gotta get ready to shut it down anyway. But go ahead, finish. But shit, yeah, man, I gotta make dinner and shit, y'all. But yeah, man, really good stream, man. Good panel, man. Salute to Boxing Gems. Y'all go grab the Boxing Gems, man. The best breakdowns, the Lawrence Kenshin of boxing. The best breakdowns in the community. Check them out. You know what I'm saying?
Much love, fam.
Yeah, all day, bro. And Mr. Johnson, man, anytime, bro. You know, if you can still hear me, you know.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I gotta make dinner and shit. But we gonna do this again Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got
okay, now hold on. Before we go, man, what's the name of your podcast?
Boxing Gems, bro.
Boxing Gems.
Yep. GEMS Gems. Yep.
Gotcha.
Hey, go check him out, Mr. Johnson. Go check him out.
I'm definitely gonna do that. You know
I mean, we disagreed a little bit, but I rock with you, you know, out the ring boxing knowledge. So, you know what I mean? Respect.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's why I'm here. And me and Rel tell you, we used to go at it.
Yeah, we did. But it's all love, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Boxing Gems, man. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Gems, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Much love to all you guys. Don't do nothing crazy. And stop there Sunday if you ain't doing nothing.
Hey, hold on before we go. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to everybody too, man. We may do a Father's Day stream or something. We'll see.
Big facts.
Buddy.
Y'all be safe.